We can all agree that interrogation rooms hold some of the most horrifying, saddening, and life-changing moments in history. So in today's video, here's some of the most craziest interrogation moments of all time.
There's a dead girl in your living room.
She's dead?
Yes.
With today, we're going to be starting off with a man named Thomas Robinson. He's a 27-year-old man facing life in prison after shooting a 17-year-old boy. But instead of being a normal kind of suspect, Thomas was a man that wasn't going to go down easily. In fact, he was determined to make the officer's life as difficult as possible, and also in the most dangerous way imaginable. As the officer moves over to Thomas to handcuff him, Thomas would lean over and take a glance at the holster where there was the officer's gun. And this is where he would get the idea that could end his life or the officer's life.
Yeah, I'm good. You couldn't get it.
Thomas would make a jump for the officer's weapon, but due to the safety features that were built into the holster, he wasn't able to get it out. And after the quite short but very much struggle, two more officers entered the room with tasers that would eventually subdue him, and he was eventually restrained without any further issue. This, to be fair to all of us, looks like a case where the suspect just wanted to get out of prison and was prepared to do so by any means necessary. But take another listen to what he's saying as he's fighting. As you can hear, he's shouting "kill me" from the get-go. It's possible that Thomas was so scared of the sentence that he was going to receive, to the point where he would make a radical move to scare the officers, in hopes that they would shoot him and spare him from what was to come. Now, if you thought that was bad, how about when you bring a firearm into the interrogation room? Not only was this extremely hard to do, but extremely foolish at the same time. And majority of police departments of course forbid it for the safety of the officers. But it seems this Las Vegas police department also forgot about that rule and came incredibly close to seeing the consequences. The man, who was Mr. Stupid per se, is convicted of killing a 2-year-old boy and actually manages to retrieve a gun from the detective's holster, resulting in a mad scramble to get the gun away from him. It took 3 separate officers and multiple punches to the head in order to reclaim the firearm, and just somehow nobody was hurt. But Ryan Waller, our next case, wasn't so lucky. His story ends in a truly horrifying way. Fun fact, I actually did a full video on this case, which should be on your screen right now. But anyways, he was brought in for interrogation with the bullet still stuck inside of his head.
You're telling me they shot you with a revolver in your eye?
Yeah.
Is it a BB gun?
No, it was a real gun, man. It was just a
If they
revolver.
shot you in the eye, you wouldn't be talking to me right now. It was most likely you be dead.
Little did the police officer know that he was actually telling the truth, as while 18-year-old Ryan was being mocked by the detective, he was suffering from a gunshot to his head and experiencing a brain bleed that could end his life at any moment.
I'm gonna go back to sleep and try to go back to sleep.
You're not going back to bed.
On the 23rd of December 2006, 2 men would break into Ryan Waller's home looking for revenge on a past argument. Ryan heard noise at the back door, but when he went to investigate, a hand reached inside of the home, and this hand wasn't empty-handed. In the hand was a gun, and this gun, once reached inside, would shoot Ryan twice in the eye. And these 2 men, Richie and Larry Carver, then entered into the house and shot Ryan's girlfriend Heather, killing her instantly. But by some miracle, the 18-year-old Ryan would survive and was able to talk to the police hours later when they arrived. So given the fact that he's been shot in the head, he told the officers that he had no idea what happened, and instead of taking him to the hospital straight away, he was taken to the police station and interrogated for an hour. Before the interview started, Ryan was left in the room alone, and he would sit silently as literally life-threatening damage was being done to him by that gun wound. And for 20 minutes he would sit there, and also, by the way, he was handcuffed to the desk, so he couldn't even get up and ask for help.
Man.
I think think even if I didn't tell you about Ryan's recent past, I think all of us can agree that Ryan isn't acting normal. But the investigator wouldn't notice anything, and the investigation would start.
You know why you're down here, Ryan? You have no idea why you're down here? Okay. I don't know what happened, okay? So I'm going to read you something to make sure you understand your rights, okay? Okay, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can't be used against you in a court of law. What's the highest grade you went through school?
I don't know. I just want to go home.
Oh, you're not going to go home right now. What's the highest grade that you completed?
B?
No, not grade as in letter grade. I'm asking, did you graduate high school?
No.
Do you know how to read and write, Ryan?
Yeah?
The way that the detective is talking to Ryan implies that he knows something is wrong. He's raising his voice, slightly slowing down, and talking in a very childlike language. And again, even with a massive red mark around Ryan's face. And the dazed responses that he's getting, the detective still thinks there's nothing wrong and continues questioning him.
Do you have a girlfriend? No? You know a girl named Heather?
The one that lives there right now?
I guess, I don't know. If her name's Heather, what's her last name?
I don't know which name she's trying to use as her last one. She's trying to have a real last as her nickname, so I don't know.
What nickname does she go by?
She probably wants the last name, Kyman.
Kyman? How old is Heather?
16 or 17.
What happened to your face?
I don't know.
You told the officer just a few minutes ago that someone hit you. Do you remember who hit you?
I think it was Heather.
Why would Heather hit you?
It was an accident. I forgot why.
What was an accident?
Heather's last name?
No. What was an accident?
Heather hitting me.
What happened for her to hit you in the eye like that?
She just hit me on accident. She was giving Christina a head.
She was what?
She was helping Christina with her hair or something. I don't know.
Who's Christina?
She's on the couch.
Christina's on the couch?
For more context, Ryan and Heather lived with another person whose name wasn't public, but there's a possibility that it's the Christina that he's referring to. But either way, no one else was home at any point of the night and the attack. Ryan, as you can clearly see, is suffering from traumatic brain injuries, and it's amazing, and in the worst way possible, that the detective is noticing and connecting everything together. And even if it was just blunt force like Ryan is telling him, he should really still be checked out by a doctor, especially given how he's acting. But of course, that's not how it happens. Instead, somehow it gets even more messed up.
What happened last night?
I don't know.
You don't know.
I really don't. I just want to go to sleep and go to sleep.
Who was in the house when you went to sleep?
Christina and Heather.
Christina and Heather. And Christina was on the couch?
Heather was.
Heather was on the couch. You told me Christina was on the couch just a minute ago.
I don't know, man. I really don't. I really don't. I just want to go and go to sleep, man.
Oh, Ryan, you're not going to go anywhere. Do you know what happened in your house last night?
Why? What happened?
I don't know what happened. You're all beat up. So tell me what happened.
I don't know. I just want to go to sleep, man.
There's a dead girl in your living room.
She's dead?
Yes.
Heather? The girl on the couch is dead?
I don't know if she's on the couch. She's dead.
Well, these people came over, Richie and his dad, with shooting arrow, bow, and darts. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
They hit me and her with those. That's it. And Heather wasn't there. And Eric wasn't there. It was just me and Heather.
And then what happened?
And that's it. Richie and his dad tried to break in through the back.
Richie and Dad? His dad? Who's Richie?
I don't know.
Well, you obviously know him. You know his name by Richie.
He used to live there.
Was he a roommate of yours?
He used to be.
They hit you?
Yeah.
Now it's Richie that hit you, not Heather?
No, Richie and his dad.
Why?
Because they were trying to get their stuff. I don't know why.
And they had some kind of bow and arrows?
They each had 2 revolvers and they didn't let off any shells.
Okay, you just said they had bow and arrows. Now they have revolvers?
That's what I meant. They had revolvers.
They have revolvers?
Yes.
And then what happened?
And then they shot us with those.
They shot both of you?
Yeah.
Where'd they shoot you at?
I got shot in the eye.
You got shot in the eye
I think so.
with a revolver.
I think. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Then what happened?
I don't know.
You don't know a lot, Ryan.
I don't, man. I really don't.
Now, I think all of us would like to see the detective articulate himself anywhere near as Ryan is in this situation. He managed to recount the exact sequence of events and as well as the perpetrator's names, with the revolver bullet still in his brain. It does sound like an unbelievable story, and that's probably why the officer's kind of laughing at him right now. But that still doesn't excuse any part of what's going on. And he's obviously distressed and in pain, and also he just needs to go to the hospital. But he's still more than half an hour away from any form of rescue or help.
Ryan, why don't you tell me what really happened there? Because I don't believe...
I really don't know, man. I really don't. I don't know. I can tell you anything, I swear.
Well, I want you to tell me the truth. That's all I want from
Richie
you.
and his dad came there. And I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why, but they put me in sleeping hold. And, like, they put me in sleeping hold with the arrows and shit. Like, I lived through that crap.
You're all over the board here, number one. You're saying bows and arrows, you're saying revolvers, and you're saying some other thing. And you're saying they shot you in the eye. Okay? They shot you with a revolver in your eye.
Yes. And that's
Is it a BB gun?
No, it was a real gun, man. It was just a
If they
revolver.
shot you in the eye with a revolver, you wouldn't be talking to me right now. It was most likely you'd be dead.
That's what I thought too, man. I really don't know. I really don't know, and I just want to go back to sleep and try to go back to bed.
You're not going back to bed. Okay? That's not going to happen. What happened to Heather?
Heather got shot
Where did she get shot?
inside the face once.
She got shot inside of the face?
Mm-hmm.
How close were you to her when she got shot in the face?
It was after I got shot, so I didn't even hear anything.
So you got shot first?
Uh-huh.
And what happened? Did you call 911?
Uh-uh.
Did you see if she was alive?
She was sleeping still, and that's it. I just let her sleep.
She got shot in the side of the face and you let her sleep?
Yes.
This does not make sense, Ryan.
I know, I didn't mean to, man. I'm sorry. I didn't know she was passing out. That's because I got shot wrong once, too, and I was gonna pass out.
Okay, this is now, not before. You're saying right now you've been shot
Yes.
in the eye
Yes.
with a revolver.
Yes.
All right. Ryan, you need to start telling me the truth because your story doesn't make sense.
I'm trying, man. I don't know.
What happened with you and Heather last night?
Her dad came and shot the house.
And shot her.
Mm-hmm.
Her dad shot her.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And then leaves.
Mm-hmm.
And what did you do?
I tried to go back to sleep.
After you've been shot
Mm-hmm.
in the eye,
Mm-hmm.
you didn't know enough to call 911.
Mm-mm.
Ryan, look at me. Ryan,
Yes. I don't know, man. I really don't
why
know.
did you shoot Heather, Ryan?
I didn't shoot Heather. She was already shot once by her brother, I swear.
Richie.
Yes.
Richie shot his own sister.
Yes, I swear. That's it.
Sit down.
Not me.
And you've been shot in the eye.
Yes.
Put your legs down. Put your legs down. Bring your face closer.
Oh, my head hurts.
Okay. Yeah, be right back.
Eventually, the detective at least considers the fact that Ryan might be in some form of physical distress. He leaves the room and asks for an ambulance and returns momentarily to try and get a few more details about the shooting. Ryan clarifies that Heather isn't related to Richie or his dad, and that he's got no idea on why they attacked him that evening. Just about 10 minutes later, the fire department arrives to take a look at Ryan's injuries.
He's acting like he has a serious head injury, which would make sense.
What's
You
your
guys
name?
confirm.
Ryan.
Yeah, we'll take them.
I don't know why.
Yeah,
it's
we
like
can
that.
tell.
Did that all? Has it been like that before, or it just happened tonight?
It's been like this for like a day or so.
So it happened what? The other night?
I don't know.
You don't know what happened. Were there guns around?
This kid Eric did it. I don't know how he did it exactly. I might have been shot. I don't know.
Ryan would get his blood pressure taken, and finally, after a whole 56 minutes of unnecessary and just ultimately a deadly interrogation, he was taken to the hospital. And upon inspection at the hospital, doctors immediately realized that his status was critical. And it was also true when he told the officers he got shot in the eye. They would tell his father that he contracted an infection that could have been prevented had he received proper care. But of course, he didn't. Ryan stayed at the hospital for about 35 days and unfortunately lost part of his brain and his left eye. Worst of all, he experienced regular seizures from the day he left the hospital until 2016, one finally took his life. Both Larry and Richie were given life sentences without the possibility of parole. Ryan's father also sued the police department and the officer who was interrogating him, but that officer would get hit with the light punishment of less than 3 years in prison. And of course, many people believe that he should get more years in prison, but unfortunately, that's all he would get. So thank you for watching. If these videos intrigued your interest, then I should highly suggest you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, as that's all I do and I upload once a week. So with all that being said, I thank you for watching, and yeah, goodbye.